This little church in front of us is the church of Geiranger. That was built in 1842. It's totally wood made, and it has an octagonal shape like most of the churches in Sato. So this one here on the right, that's the nature park that opened just today, and then on the left, that's Vigne camping. That's still empty, but in not more than 3 weeks will be totally full by the tourists. Dome, which is a monument for the locals who took part to the Second World War and even to the Napoleonic Wars as well, between 1807 and 1814. Westeros farm, and it has an important, at the same time quite tragic story. In 1907 here we had a really big winter and the farm was totally destroyed by a big avalanche. 30 people died that year. Then a few years later the farm was built up again, but now no one lived there anymore during the winter time, because as you can see it's on a quite dangerous location. But still open during the summertime. During the summertime they will bring some hike on this side of the mountain. They will rest up there in Westeros farm. Slow down a little bit with the bus, so we'll be able to enjoy it a bit better and even taking some picture. Anyway, we can see right now here on the left the big waterfall. So on the way back we'll slow down a little bit. So have motorbikes. So now we'll see a small valley. This place in here is called Opplandskedal, that means the valley before Oppland. It's called like that because just behind Dalslimba mountain we have the county which is called Oppland. Altogether in Norway we have 19 counties. The one we are right now it's called Møre og Romsdal. The next one is called Oppland. Altogether we have in Norway 19 counties and 450 districts. So if you're here in Scandinavia since a few days, probably you already noticed that right now we have strong condition of living, and probably that's the reason why Norway has such a high number of suicides. That's the reason why in September I go back to Italy as well. And well, few years ago has been invented a so now we can see most of the vegetation is birch bark and some pine trees, and well, in a few harping beds we won't see trees anymore. We'll see only snow and lichens. That means we'll pass the altitude of 700 meters above sea level. That's more or less the limit of the vegetation here in Norway, which is completely different by the south of Europe, where the limit is after 1500 meters. It's big difference because here we are at the same latitude of Siberia, and the only reason that it's possible to be here for us is that the stream north, as I was saying before, same place, twice enough the climate. Anyway, we are right now. Then if you take a look up there on the left side, on the top of the hill, we can see 6 mountain lodges, and well, originally they were 6 small farms, 6 weeks of holiday. So around half June, they used to take all the animals up here, milking them, feeding them, taking care of them for more than 6 weeks, and then before the end of the summer they used to bring the animal on an altitude of thousands, and will have only ice on the top of. So I won't suggest no one go skiing in a day like this one. So sometimes we see little houses around us at this altitude, and they were used at the beginning by the workers, and probably we'll see some a little bit further up. Deep lake. So now we have here our last stop of today. We stop here 5 minutes. So I suggest you to put a jacket on, because even if it's sunny, it's quite fresh outside here. So, well, a bit more than 5 minutes. So
Vaya cantidad de negro. Madre mía.
Pero igual cambiamos cambiamos de estar más cerca de pasó algo pasaba, estábamos más cerca de faltan las piernas nada.
¿Sí? No, ya vámonos.
Right now Norway is the fifth largest producer of water power energy, and we can say it's definitely a really wealthy and rich country. As you probably already noticed, we have plenty of waterfalls, lakes and rivers, and that gives the chance to Norwegian to build up many hydroelectric power plants. That's bringing a lot of money to the country. In the last years they start even to export the energy. The Second World War has always had a really good relationship with Norway, and William II at that time also the big field just on